Donald Trump has stated that he intends to surrender himself on Thursday in Georgia, where he will confront allegations of racketeering and additional charges connected to his efforts to reverse the outcome of the 2020 election. Writing on his platform Truth Social on Monday, Trump said that that day he would be arrested by a radical left district attorney, Fani Willis, the Georgia official who brought the year's fourth indictment against the former president. The presiding judge in the case has already granted approval for a $200,000 bond for Trump in relation to the racketeering case brought against him in the southern state. Trump, along with 18 other co-defendants involved in this significant legal matter, must report to the authorities in Georgia for booking by noon, 16 o'clock GMT, on Friday. In his post, Trump said Willis is acting in strict coordination with crooked Joe Biden's DOJ. It is about election interference. This is Trump's way of saying all the charges against him are contrived to block his bid for another term in the White House as he leads the field of Republican hopefuls by a mile. Aside from a $200,000 bond for the Republican billionaire, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee imposed several conditions in an agreement approved by prosecutors and Trump attorneys. The defendant shall perform no act to intimidate any person known to him or her to be a co-defendant or witness in this case or to otherwise obstruct the administration of justice, McAfee said in a 3-page court filing. The above shall include, but are not limited to, posts on social media or reposts of posts made by another individual on social media, the judge said. McAfee set bond at $100,000 each for 2 co-defendants in the case, former Trump campaign attorneys John Eastman and Kenneth Casebro. Fulton County District Attorney Willis has formally requested the judge to schedule a trial date for March 4 of the upcoming year in the case involving the 77-year-old former president, Donald Trump. These charges pertain to his alleged attempts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. In his pursuit of a potential return to the White House, Trump finds himself embroiled in 4 separate criminal trials. Trump was indicted in Georgia, accused of racketeering and a series of election-related offenses. This follows an extensive, 2-year investigation into his endeavors to challenge his electoral loss to Joe Biden in the state. Several others, including Trump's former personal lawyer Rudy Giuliani and his former White House chief of staff, Mark Meadows, are also implicated in the alleged conspiracy and are facing charges. Special counsel Jack Smith has asked a federal judge to set a January 2, 2024 date for the former president to go on trial in Washington on separate charges of conspiring to upend the results of the 2020 election. Trump's attorneys asked Judge Tanya Chutkan last week to schedule the trial for April 2026, long after next year's presidential vote. They argued that the amount of documents in the case would require months to process. Smith pushed back in a court filing on Monday, saying Trump's defense team exaggerates the challenge of reviewing the evidence presented in the case. A proposed trial date in 2026 would deny the public its right to a speedy trial, the special counsel said. Chutkan is to decide the date for the trial at a hearing on August 28. Trump also faces a trial in New York in March 2024 for allegedly making hush money payments to a porn star in a bid to cheat campaign finance rules ahead of the 2016 election. He is scheduled to go on trial in Florida in May on charges also brought by Smith of mishandling top-secret government documents he took from the White House as he left office.